Hello, this is Erin Morgan with Insight Media, and I am here today to record our episode of 𝖤𝑚Sight, the Women in Vision Care Leadership podcast series. I am thrilled to be here today with 𝖃 who is with 𝖃 and is also the past president of the Optical Women's Association. Welcome, 𝖃. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Erin. I'm very, very excited to be here.
We really appreciate your time. And so I have just a couple of quick questions for you that we'll go through. And the first question I have is, what excites you most about your current role? And can you tell us kind of your current role and what that involves as well?
Well, my current role feels very current. And I can say it has changed even coming into 2025. So I've been a sales leader for most of my professional life. I currently am a regional vice president for 𝖃, as you said. So I manage 10 regional sales managers and 83 sales consultants.
Wow.
And what that enables me to do is stay excited every day because mentorship is what really turns me on, to be honest.
Yeah, that's cool. With the OWA, that's a huge component as well.
For sure. And so whether it's just from a personal perspective or through work on a daily basis, the exciting thing at this point in my career is that we're growing and we're expanding at 𝖃, as I'm sure you know.
Definitely.
So my sales team, we're very focused on supporting independent eye care practitioners, help them be more profitable, and certainly bring new products so that their patient base continues to come and see them, which is a desire of ours. And, we're growing our brands and our products and all our services on a daily basis. So it enables me to attract talent to the company, which I enjoy. So
definitely,
even through interviewing, I get to mentor and give some guidance. Yeah. But my sales team, because we're growing and expanding, we have actually implemented a new business unit in our organization, and it's business development. And it's solely created to be able to leverage on all of the technology and all of the products and services that 𝖃 brings to the independents. And what's great about it is it just kind of clears the path for our customers. So It has one point of contact. So why is this important? It's like typical sales organizations get kind of static, if you will. There's not always a lot of opportunity for professional growth. But
Definitely.
When you create a new pillar like this is where I get very excited because I get to invest into the sales consultants, their professional growth, their development, increasing their skill set, and seeing them move on in their professional careers.
That's very cool. Well, that sounds extremely exciting. It sounds like a big job. You have a lot of people to kind of be responsible and they're reporting to you. And so you must have good organizational skills.
Well, thank you for that. But it's also something I'll talk a little bit more about is just the networking piece and how important that is.
Yes.
When you're trying to, attract the right talent with the right mindset, kind of like-minded about your approach and how you like to lead, the type of support that you want, that you need to accomplish what your goals are. The network that I've been able to develop in the industry has been remarkable. So I actually have people on my team now that used to work for me back 20 some years ago when I was at 𝖃𝗵 Vision, before it was ever Alcon. So it's really exciting to see people come full circle.
Yes, that is super cool. So in talking about your leadership style, what would you say is your own personal leadership philosophy?
Well, I feel like it's very basic, but it's really, I believe in a servant leadership approach. I really believe that being like a player coach has always been where I feel like I fit and I have the most impact on my team, but also provide, I think, the best value to our customers and really to the company.
Definitely.
I think it enables me to be really effective in building trust with my team. So that, if you're out there in the trenches with them and they see that you're willing to do things that, that you're asking them to do, or maybe that they're still learning how to do and they see you going through the motions with them, I just feel like it's really important. I think another aspect to my philosophy is really, really staying focused on diversity. And I say that not in the true definition of the word, but bringing diverse skill sets to the table.
Yes.
I feel like we can run much faster, which 𝖳𝑇𝑠, we have to run very fast.
Yes.
But everybody brings something different, and they get to lean into their strengths and be really creative and enjoy what they're doing, right?
That's so great, right? When you really can lean into your strength.
And I feel like people feel valued and they feel appreciated.
Definitely.
I have to tell you, and I don't know if you're a Brené Brown fan.
Yes.
But she is one
Definitely.
of my absolute favorites. So actually, if my team was listening to this, they'd say, well, I know what she's going to say first. One of her quotes is, clear is kind and unclear is unkind. And I really feel strongly about that. To be a great leader, I think you need to spend time with your people, give them great feedback, and support them. And the only way that you know that is if you do spend time with them and you understand what their challenges are. So the other one, and I'll end this question on this one, but Brené Brown, she says, and I have to think about it, she said, if you're not in the arena occasionally getting your ass kicked, I'm not interested or open to your feedback. So I love that one, because I think it just speaks to it. I think servant leadership is super important. And then at the end of it, I just like to celebrate the wins. And then I also am a big fan of embracing failing forward. And then we do that together.
That is really cool. Wow, you sound like a wonderful leader. Your team must be very motivated because of that. It's pretty fantastic to have. You see a lot of different leadership styles, and that's a good one for sure. So what would you say is most challenging for you, or what do you feel is most challenging about being a leader?
So I think you could answer the question the same if you asked it as being a leader or as being a woman.
Right.
Because
Truly.
the answer is the same for me. My whole life, I've had challenges with overcommitting, and I never want to say no to anybody. I never want to say no to, do you have 5 minutes so that could I pick your brain about XYZ, or could you sign up to do, something to support an organization, or can you, support the team, or whatever it happens to be. So I have had, and this is where we were talking a little bit earlier about how I've had to be really intentional. I've had mentors of mine say, especially at this point in my career, because I am being asked to support and to help mentor and coach. And
Definitely.
So I think it's really important that I need to be very intentional about what I take on, because I never want to do things halfway.
Right. Oh gosh, I can totally relate. It is hard. I'm the overcommitter as well, and I've really learned, that's a big lesson I've learned of recent, is to kind of, I have to be intentional. Well, you have a certain amount of time in your day, and what do you want to do with that time?
Exactly. And I think it's really exciting because it enables you to maybe stop doing some of the things that you've been doing for a long time. I've always said that it's hard to stop doing things.
Yes.
But sometimes when you do stop doing something and it opens you up to having an opportunity to grow yourself as a leader, maybe take on a different type of challenge. And I enjoy that because I always want to keep developing my own leadership skills so I can keep bringing some value to my team. I would also say that the way I've been able to develop the ability to do this on occasion, sometimes I fail, but an early mentor of mine said, you need to develop a methodology and a discipline about how you approach your work. And I think it's true. It's like anything. You need to be able to focus. And so you need to just make sure you eliminate a lot of distractions. You and I were talking about scrolling and getting pulled into different directions.
It's easy today in today's world.
It really is. So I think I try very hard to stay focused on what my priorities are so that I can do things in a great way and lead my team in a great way. And I always say, I always have somebody standing in line to tell me when I've failed. I'll tell you that for sure.
Oh, man. Well, and there's so much going on in our industry right now with just change in technology, and there's so many exciting directions. Where do you see the industry going this year in 2025?
Well, it's exciting because the part of the industry that I'm most focused on, of course, is premium fashion and luxury brands. It's very exciting. We have new brands coming to the table all the time, but that's not where the sexy part of the industry is, right? It's all about artificial intelligence and all this incredible technology. And I'm so proud to work for a company and fortunate to work for a company that is looking to be a leader in bringing the best in technology to patients/consumers to improve their life. We were talking about, prevent blindness earlier, right?
Yep.
There's this new nuance technology that we have, a
Right.
hearing aid in our eyewear.
Right.
Obviously Meta, which I think a new development with this Facebook collaboration is
Yes.
being able to support people that are blind.
Right.
The
Incredible.
glasses can see and speak to you about what you're seeing and help you navigate life. So
Unbelievable.
the technology is incredible. I just got the chills.
I know,
I
right?
get the chills, yeah.
Because there is so much now today to help people live the better life, right?
Yeah.
And technology is really the pathway for that in so many ways. And with AI, it's exciting to kind of see how that's being implemented in the industry.
It truly is.
Yeah. So, well, thank you for all of this. I have one more question to wrap it up here. What would you say is kind of one idea or one tip that you would want to share with other aspiring women leaders who are out there?
I think the big thing for me, and what I tell women on a daily basis, is it's never too late to start building your network or expanding your network. Honestly, we're so fortunate in our industry that we have podcasts just like this.
Gosh,
we have the
yes.
Vision Council, we have Optical Women's Association, we have Women in Optometry. We have so many organizations. They are truly structured to provide connection, inspiration,
Definitely.
right? And abilities to build your skill set. But everything starts with connection. And
Big
whether
time.
it's, I guess, virtually or in person, you got to put yourself out there and start soon. Start early. The earlier you do, the quicker you build your network. And I will say, the one, I think, compliment that I've gotten my entire career is, boy, I just would love to have the network that you have. I would love to be where you are. And I say after 30 years, you'll probably
Right,
be here.
exactly,
Or 38
right.
to be exact. But it's true.
amazing.
Don't wait. Start today.
Right? It's so true. It's such a valuable thing. And this industry is really an industry where there is so much connection. And like you said, I don't know if other industries are like this, but there are so many opportunities through these organizations, through the events that we have for that connection and networking. Well, thank you, Deb. I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us today. Really fantastic insights, and we'll hope to see you again soon.
Thanks, Erin. I look forward to hearing other stories.
Yeah, we'll have more stories to come, so stay tuned. We'll have additional podcasts coming in our series in the coming weeks. Thank you for joining us.